Hi, this is Paul McKinley, international speaker, author, and coach, here to offer you today another one of my insights. And that insight is that one of the big contradictions in life is that you cannot have a healthy relationship until you don't need it. Now, how can that be, that you can't have a healthy relationship until you don't need it? The challenge is that when you are coming to a relationship from a state of neediness, you're trying to force things to happen. You're trying to make things work for you, and you're going to be having potential relationships that really aren't going to work for you, but you try to force them to work. The only way you can have a healthy relationship is to become healthy yourself first, to become whole yourself first. Then you come to the relationship from a point of allowingness rather than neediness. And Anne had a good insight on this that I wanted her to share with you to help illustrate this point. Anne?
Well, thank you. I meditate, and sometimes when I meditate, I go into a deeper state where what I call my guru appears. And he'll come out, and I'll ask questions, and I'll get some really insightful answers from him. Well, one day when I was in this state, he appeared, and what was unusual is that he started the conversation. That never happened. He never started the conversations. But he started the conversation and said, "Let me show you where I live." I thought, okay, this is different. I'll follow along. So in my mind, I got up and started following him. Now, I was expecting to go to some place like a grass hut. I was trying to imagine what kind of a place he'd live in. But no, he took me to a cave. And I was thinking, okay, so you live in a cave, a dark, dingy cave. But as soon as I walked through the entrance, all of a sudden the walls of the cave just lit up with soft blue light, real pretty, real nice. And then he said, well, have a seat. I'm looking at all these boulders, and I'm thinking, okay, I guess I'll sit on a boulder. And as soon as I sat down, of course this is all in my mind, I sat down, it formed a nice comfortable chair all around me. It was real comfortable to sit in. And I thought, oh, this is neat. And then he came over to me and looked me in the eye and said, that's the difference between you and I. You force, and I allow. And that was just real profound for me. I had to think on that for many years.
So what I want you to notice here is that when he said, I want you to come see where I live, he's not talking about just a place. He's talking about the way he comes to the world, the way he experiences things. This is where I live. This is the state that I live in, which is a state of allowingness rather than trying to force things to happen. And the same thing is true with relationships. When you try to force it to happen, there's no way for it to be healthy. You have to be willing to allow. Something else that I was taught by Raymond Aron is willingness to allow beingness. Willingness to allow beingness. Now there's a real good book. I love this book. It's The Missing Piece Meets the Big O by Shel Silverstein. Shel is gone now, but he's had some really good books. Now this looks like it would be a children's book, and in fact if you go to a bookstore you would find this book in the children's section of a bookstore. I promise you, I assure you, it is not children's material, although children would enjoy being read this book and it would probably be very helpful for them. This is adult material. This book teaches you what it means to come to a relationship from a point of wholeness and healthiness yourself, instead of expecting the relationship to make you healthy, because it can never do that. So this is our little post for today. I hope you enjoy it. We would very much like to see feedback from you on this, and tell us how you're doing in your relationships. So for today, this is Paul McKinley and my wife,
Anne McKinley.
We've very much enjoyed making this video for you.